spoken to a number of you who are supporting charities that sound very much like what we're doing. Wow, it's noble, you bring in water and we're teaching them farming. But I'm telling you, what I've seen is the unintended consequences that you enable dependency. And I learned that firsthand because what I saw is that these programs are empowering women, and the men, I thought they were deadbeats. And then I realized that African men were not deadbeats. They just were not given the right tools to learn how to make money and growing their crops and to be good stewards of water. So, as we say, water is crucial. It's important. We will die without water after 3 days, but guess what? Unless you are going to be a good steward of water, you will never combat the malnutrition rate that is continuing to rise. So these organizations that many of you support, shame on them that for 20 years, the malnutrition rate continues to go up in the mid-30s, and what they're doing is they are not eating the rainbow and really nourishing their brains, eating the rainbow, like getting the different colors. A red tomato gives you vitamin C, an orange carrot, vitamins, yada, yada, yada. Basically what that does is that feeds their brains, and then they're born bright, and then they can think and they can learn. So, who is the best stewards of water in the world? I'm telling you, I learned Israel. We bring in Israel's world-renowned organizations that we have partnered with through the grace of God, who all have the heart to share the knowledge. And what we're doing is we are starting with water, but continuing and bringing in nutrients to the soil, to the seeds. Then we have drip irrigation and fertigation. A number of you have never heard that word. We are bringing nutrients so that now that single drop of water is highly nutritious, and it's optimal when those crops are grown. So that tomato plant, instead of yielding 30 tomatoes, it's now yielding 500. You don't have to have an MBA to do the math. These men now are getting up, and I want to say these heartfelt stories are amazing because it's great when we go there and we expect it. The malnutrition rate is going down, the childhood stunting, wasting, but what made my husband and a few of us donors cry is when we went there, and the first thing, a woman stands up and says, I finally feel pretty. I feel like I'm a woman again. My husband is working, and my kids can go to school, and I can help them, and be a mom again, and be a woman. And this is what is happening in Africa. We are taking away the dignity of work from these men, and this is shame on them, because I want to say, everyone in Africa owns land. These villages or these farming communities that you're helping, talk to each family, and guess what? They own 20 hectares here, 50 hectares here, 30 hectares here. But guess what? Everyone is focusing on the women with these little farming communities, so they're basically subsistence. What we're doing is we are empowering the men, because when you just give the women the farming, the men just numb themselves, and I saw it, and this is not dignity, the dignity of work. And what we're doing, it all starts with, of course, clean water, because without clean water, we will die, of course. So, water for mercy, I can propose, I'll be quiet. There's a 4-minute video, it says it all, how we bring in water, food, hope, and this is what I want to say is, oh my gosh, we have the Israeli technology sharing the knowledge through the largest Catholic school network in the world, John Bosco Technical Institute. So we are training the next generation for work, as well as the future of nutrition security. And this is so important when you see, to no fault of their own, these babies that are born and their bulbs are just not bright. And this is a sin that people farm forever and ever, and what they're doing is just eating filler. And what we're doing is bringing in life-saving water with food and giving them dignity. So here's a story that Bishop Parks, our bishop, endorsed. He is on our board, as well as the expert who wrote about Israeli technology. He's now on our board because what he saw is that we are opening people's eyes about the unintended consequences doing good, please just open your eyes and see. Look at the statistics. If someone's been doing something forever and ever, and I'll end with this, okay? I want to say that the light bulb did not come about by the continuous improvement of burning the candle. And what we've seen is that everyone is focused on making that candle burn bright a little longer, and what we're doing is with Israel, who is the best water steward in the world, we are bringing in something that they've never even seen, and these guys getting up at 5 in the morning working, that's dignity. So, from my heart to yours, thank you for giving me a few minutes to just say, it's noble that you're supporting causes, but I love these organizations that are here. Wow, the wheelchairs and all this is amazing because it's empowering people. It's not making them dependent on you. And just open your eyes when you give. What's going to happen when you go away? That is the beauty of the Israeli technology. All of our projects are remotely monitored live and in real time. So again, it has to work, and if it doesn't work, we teach them, we show them, and we make sure it works. So that's all about dignity, and thank you again, because it's so awesome to see men like this. And by the way, I'm going to tell my son to contact you guys because I want him to get your insurance. So I live in the Clearwater area, so let me know who I should. He lives in Tampa, so just let me know. Okay. Mercy.org, and I'm right up here. And again, there's a book, and we have some swag, and quick dry shirts and stuff. That if you want, it's just everything. I want to say, God touched my heart, and thank God we're blessed. All the money that we get goes directly to our projects because I say we have a generous donor who oversees our overhead. Well, that's me and my husband, so thank God my husband looks the other way. Because I want to say it's my field of dreams. I had to build it so they come. I cashed out my IRAs. I'm not a very good, even though I have an MBA, okay, I lost money on my IRAs, on my CDs. I cashed them out early because I actually had a couple of loans. But I had to prove to the world this works. So the field of dreams is what I built, and let me tell you, people come and they see tons of tomatoes and they say, this is a miracle. And I go, of course, God knows what he's doing. He wants to give dignity back to the African men, give them food to feed their families, highly nutritious